Today I booked the next 5 years of Kevin Owens' WWE career. If you do enjoy this video, please consider dropping a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. It's 2025 and the feud between Randy Orton and Kevin Owens has reached its boiling point. Orton returns after the injuries sustained at the hands of Kevin Owens to deny Owens the opportunity to win the Royal Rumble. The rivalry ultimately reaches its end at Wrestlemania 41 in Las Vegas, as Kevin Owens finally battles Randy Orton one-on-one on the grandest stage. Two superstars who were once RKO are now wanting to end each other's careers. Ultimately, Orton gets the win against Owens at the Showcase of the Immortals, getting his revenge on Kevin for those months missed due to injury. A few months after WrestleMania, Kevin Owens returns to the WWE and assaults Randy Orton on SmackDown, sidelining him once again by targeting Orton's previously injured back with an apron powerbomb. At his wit's end with Kevin Owens, general manager Nick Aldis threatens to fire KO. Owens tells Aldis to fire him as he's just had enough. Aldis hesitates, which results in Kevin headbutting the general manager. The following week, Owens fully expects to be fired by Aldis, but he doesn't really care. However, the general manager throws a curveball at Owens that no one expects. Aldis challenges Owens to a match at SummerSlam. The former two-time NWA World Champion and TNA World Champion plans to put on his boots once again. Triple H tries to tell Aldis that it's a bad idea, but Aldis replies saying it's just something that he has to do. SummerSlam would arrive and Nick Aldis is ready to prove himself to Kevin Owens and the world. Owens arrives with anger in his eyes, which he certainly expresses in the match. Despite an amazing return to the ring for Aldis, Owens manages to pick up the victory. The feud between Aldis and Owens doesn't really calm down following SummerSlam, as on the road to the Hell in a Cell PLE, Nick Aldis challenges Kevin Owens to a Hell in a Cell match to finally end their bitter feud. Owens accepts and is confident as he has defeated Aldis before. However, he doesn't realise that the Aldis that is stepping into the cell is not the same person that he faced at SummerSlam. Aldis takes it to a whole new level and defeats Owens inside the Hell in a Cell. Aldis basks in the glory following the match, but not for long, as Owens would punish Aldis with an apron powerbomb. The general manager would not appear on TV for a few months following Hell in a Cell, whilst the smug Kevin Owens walks around SmackDown proud of what he's done. Aldis would return in 2026 at the Royal Rumble. Aldis would enter the Rumble match and would eliminate Kevin Owens. Enraged that Aldis stuck his nose in his business once again, Owens would challenge Aldis to a clash at WrestleMania. WrestleMania 42 would arrive and Kevin Owens looks to end the in-ring career of Nick Aldis once and for all in the finale of this best of 3 series. Ultimately, Owens would defeat Aldis on the grandest stage in what could be the last time that Nick Aldis laces up a pair of boots. Following WrestleMania, Nick Aldis returns to his general manager role on SmackDown and Kevin Owens is traded to Monday Night Raw. Upon arriving on Raw, Owens immediately targets the veteran Rey Mysterio, who once again holds the Intercontinental Championship very late in his career. Owens attempts to defeat Rey in a title match on Raw, but Rey embarrasses Owens with a roll-up to win. Owens begs for one more match with Rey, which he accepts as he enjoys embarrassing KO. The match takes place at SummerSlam, but unluckily for Rey, he was a bit too confident this time and drops the IC title to Owens. Owens takes it too far like he always does, injuring Rey in the process. The next night on Raw, Owens is confronted by Dragon Lee, who calls out Owens for his disrespect shown towards a legend in Rey Mysterio. Owens tells Dragon Lee that if he has a problem with him, then let's take it to the ring. Lee accepts, but only if Kevin Owens puts the title on the line. Owens accepts the match with Dragon Lee, expecting an easy victory, but shockingly, Dragon Lee rolls K up for the victory in seconds to win the IC title. This sparks a new movement within Kevin Owens, and that is to eradicate all luchadors from WWE. He plans to remove any and every luchador on the roster, which starts with the new WWE star, Rey Fenix. Owens would defeat Fenix on Raw before challenging Dragon Lee in his rematch for the IC title at Survivor Series. Owens would win the match and reclaims his IC title. Owens has eradicated Rey Mysterio, Rey Fenix and Dragon Lee, but there is one more luchador that Owens has forgot about as we head into 2027. In 2027, Penta sets his sights on Kevin Owens as he plans to avenge his luchador allies and his own brother in Rey Fenix. Penta challenges Owens at the Royal Rumble for the IC title. Penta's attempt at revenge falls short as Owens wins via some shady tactics. Unfazed by his loss, Penta still pursues revenge on Owens and a shot once again at the IC title. Penta secures another shot at Owens, this time at WrestleMania 43. Owens almost has Penta beat in the match, but after a ref bump, the luchadors that Owens has tried to eradicate from WWE return and land shots on Owens one by one. Dragon Lee and Rey Fenix land consecutive super kicks on Owens, setting him up nicely for a 619 from Rey Mysterio. Penta puts Owens out of his misery with a fear factor to win the match and the Intercontinental Championship, all thanks to the luchadors. Following his failure to eradicate the luchadors from WWE, Owens achieved success with a different goal, and that was to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. Owens does not hold the Money in the Bank briefcase for very long, however, as he cashes in just a couple of months later at SummerSlam on Oba Femi to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Oba Femi is furious about Owens cashing in and proceeds to hunt Owens down. Owens, scared for his life at this point, hires the mob, aka the D'Angelo family, to take out Oba Femi. Before Oba's rematch against Owens on Raw for the title, the mob track down Oba at the Performance Center and beat him down with bats. The mob injures Oba's arm, but that doesn't stop him from fighting back and beating up both D'Angelo and Stacks. Oba tries to compete on Raw, but ultimately his injuries are too much. Oba still wants revenge and heads out to the ring regardless, but Owens targets his arm in a brutal and savage attack. Owens still has Oba Femi hunting him down, but he also has the mob after him too, as they claim that Owens never paid them for the hit. They also want double the pay due to the beating they suffered at the hands of Oba Femi. Triple H grants Oba Femi a rematch at Survivor Series, whilst Owens promises Tony D'Angelo a title shot rather than paying the mob what he owes, if the mob can help him retain the title against Oba Femi. Reluctantly, the mob accept, but only because D'Angelo wants the world title. Triple H bans the mob from ringside, but that doesn't stop them influencing the match. The mob pay off the referee to pull a fast count on Oba Femi, resulting in another screw job at Survivor Series in WWE history. Owens fails to deliver on his promise to D'Angelo, and with the mob furious, Oba Femi furious, and Triple H furious, Hunter books a triple threat match between the three men at the Royal Rumble. All debts will be settled for the World Heavyweight Championship. Owens defends the world title against Oba Femi and Tony D'Angelo at the Royal Rumble. Owens walks into the match facing very difficult odds, but ultimately pulls off the miracle by pinning D'Angelo. Owens thinks he's seen the last of Oba Femi, but later in the night, Oba is a surprise entrant and wins the Royal Rumble match. Owens is absolutely distraught that he has to face Oba once again. Determined to keep things fair, Triple H books the match for WrestleMania to be a Hell in a Cell match, to keep all outside interference out, and assigns veteran referee Charles Robinson to the match, as he has integrity and won't take any bribes from anyone. Ultimately, Oba Femi defeats Owens for the title at WrestleMania, winning the World Heavyweight Championship once again. Owens takes some time off following WrestleMania, but returns to the WWE in the summer, but this time, quite shockingly, on NXT. Owens returns by interrupting a Sami Zayn promo in the ring. At this point in his career, Sami is a part-time wrestler and spends a lot of his time over on NXT as a coach/wrestler. Zayn focuses most of his energy on developing and guiding the stars of tomorrow. Owens blasts Zayn on the mic, saying that no one should take any advice that Sami gives out. Owens says that the NXT roster should listen to him, considering he's a former NXT champion, Universal champion, multiple-time US and Intercontinental champion, and also the World Heavyweight champion. Although both Sami and Kevin won the NXT championship, the WWE and World Heavyweight championships have avoided Zayn on the main roster. Zayn focuses a lot of his advice towards the babyfaces on the NXT brand, as many of the heels look to Kevin Owens for his guidance. Zayn and Owens battle in the main event of NXT Halloween Havoc in October of 2028, in a showcase of true main event talent in a 30-minute time limit contest. ultimately the match goes the distance and neither man can secure a pinfall. To settle their feud, Owens and Zayn each recruit 3 members of the NXT roster to join them inside War Games in November. Zayn's band of babyfaces and Owens' group of dastardly heels clash in a brutal War Games showcase that lives up to the hype. Zayn and his band of future top babyfaces arrive first, before Owens and his collection of future heel champions make their presence known to the fans. Ultimately, Zayn's group of babyface prospects win the War Games match, ending the feud and sending Owens packing from NXT. Back on the main roster after a short stay in NXT, Owens returns to the SmackDown brand after several years away. A lot has changed since he was last on SmackDown, including the general manager, as Nick Aldis has left his role as GM, and in his place is the ever-arrogant veteran, The Miz. The Miz has signed Owens to SmackDown as he sees Owens as the last of a dying breed of veterans in the WWE. The Miz favours Owens at every turn, giving him opportunity after opportunity over younger prospects in the WWE. The Miz inserts Owens into the Elimination Chamber match in February, which determines the #1 contender for the WWE Championship at Wrestlemania. But unfortunately for Kevin, he is also joined by Sami Zayn, who has jumped ship from NXT and also qualified for the Elimination Chamber. In the match, Zayn ends Owens' final hopes of becoming WWE Champion. Owens is devastated and sets out on destroying Sami Zayn once and for all. Zayn took Owens' last shot at the WWE Championship, so now he aims to take away Zayn's career. The two legends of WWE clash at WrestleMania 45 in San Diego, with a loser retires stipulation. Owens and Zayn one final time on the grandest stage. There are 2 Hall of Fame careers heading into the match, but only one career will continue. After a brutal war between 2 superstars that know each other very well, Zayn connects with not 1 haluva kick, not 2, but 3 haluva kicks, as the ref makes the 3 count to signify the end of the match and the end of Kevin Owens' career. Zayn picks Owens up and the two celebrate together in front of the fans as the curtain closes on Kevin Owens' career. Owens is immortalised into WWE history as he is inducted into the Hall of Fame class of 2030. He is inducted by none other than his longtime ally and rival in Sami Zayn. In a heartfelt speech, Owens thanks Sami for the battles that shaped his career and the WWE Universe for giving him a stage to live his childhood dream. Over 30 years in professional wrestling, with over half of those in WWE, Owens carved a legacy of triumphs, unforgettable matches, and unrelenting passion with a never-say-die attitude. Now, as he steps into a new role as a coach at the Performance Center, Owens is ready to pass his wealth of knowledge to the next generation. If you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like and subscribe, and consider supporting me on Patreon. The link is in the description of this video, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.